But it goes on. Then there was the state of Wisconsin that started pulling butter off the shelves of stores, saying that they couldn't sell butter anymore because it was misleading consumers. And it turned out that there were 2 complaints when we filed for, okay, so who are these people complaining? And there were 2. One was the dairy industry, and the other was Milkweed Magazine. The same thing is happening in California. We got a letter from the state of California saying that we couldn't use the term butter. Not only were we told we couldn't use the term butter, that we couldn't have anything alluding to the dairy industry on our website or marketing materials, including a picture of a woman hugging a cow on our website. Because we were trying to show that cows are for hugging, not for eating, not for milking, not for eating. So that's very, very interesting. I really can't talk much more about California right now.
The dairy industry is dying, and they damn well know it. First obvious sign of this is by how much it is subsidized. Agriculture subsidies cost taxpayers about $20 billion a year. This includes a massive transfer of wealth from taxpayers to mostly large agribusinesses that are, or should be, fully capable of managing their business operations without this special treatment. In recent years, demand for conventional dairy products has fallen. Plant-based milk alternatives now constitute roughly 10% of the dairy market. The second sign is the desperation of trying to promote dairy as being healthy. 65% of the world population is lactose intolerant. For years, we have been brought up with the belief that milk is a good source of calcium and that drinking it promotes the development of strong teeth and bones. However, it has been discovered that drinking more than 200 grams of milk daily, less than 1 glass, was linked to increased mortality. And the consumption of dairy was also associated with increased risk of hip fracture in old age. Calcium loss from the bones has been linked to high intakes of all animal protein, not just milk. By the age of 80, vegetarians tend to have lost a lot less minerals in their bones compared to omnivores. Dairy is often marketed as something natural, but that cannot be further from the truth. Humans have been breeding and domesticating these animals for thousands of years. It begins with artificial insemination. That's right. You not only heard the word artificial, but what that means is that these animals do not even get to pick out their own mate and breed by choice. We choose for them. Semen is collected from a bull who either mounts a dummy, gets anally probed, or pumped. And no, you aren't imagining things. These resemble dildos and fleshlights. Artificial insemination is most likely the most sick, twisted, unnatural, and perverted act that humans do currently. The very definition of bestiality is sexual relations between a human being and a lower animal. If this isn't bestiality and violation, then I don't know what is. After semen is collected, farmer once again violates his chosen cow. Farmers really like to get up all an animal's behinds, don't they?
Is there one particular instance where you just said, I'm shifting?
I've been a vegan for 35 years.
Yay.
So in the very beginning, I was kind of a cheating vegan because I couldn't give up cheese. That was the hardest thing. So I didn't eat cheese very often, but occasionally I would cheat. And I just kept cheating until there really wasn't much information about how bad dairy was. And I don't remember what that moment was, but when I finally made the connection about, I think it was the babies being taken away. It was like, okay, I can't cheat anymore. I've got to go vegan completely.
Once her baby is taken away, the mother cow is hooked up to a machine and then treated like a machine. Her baby is sent to slaughter and chopped up into veal. The baby's stomach is used for rennet. Rennet is curled cheese from the stomach of an unweaned calf containing rennet and used in curdling milk for cheese. The dairy industry has been exposed for what it really is. It is not healthy, natural, or a harmonious process. Now that we are all up to date and on the same page here, it seems that the last and final attempt of the dairy industry is to control language and labeling laws. I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving this little subhead here. American shoppers aren't idiots. This victory is the latest and growing trend of common sense labeling decisions made in courts across the country. The dictionary definitions of butter make clear that the use of the term A is not limited to products made from animal-based ingredients, and B may include vegetable-based ingredients. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, butter can be any of various fatty oils remaining nearly solid at ordinary temperatures. I mean, who are we kidding? Vegan butter is still just, solid oil. And then a creamy food spread, especially one made of ground roasted nuts, like peanut butter, or in Miyoko's case, she likes to use cashews. Same friggin' thing. Miyoko's last counter-argument is that no reasonable consumer has been, is, or could be fooled into thinking that its products are derived from animal milk rather than plants. Sadly, we live in a world where things need to be dumbed down and where people are too lazy to read simple labels. Miyoko is one of many fighting against this nonsense. The dairy industry is dying for many obvious reasons. Enough is enough. It's time to give up dairy and embrace a new future.